Alright, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you how you can scratch the use of online tools to generate your images and videos and compose your own workflow in something we call ComfyUI. And we just need to set it up once and then generate anything we want for free without like buying credits or like charging our website or our tool to generate our images. So this is the purpose of this video. First of all, let's start by explaining to you the normal like behavior of people when they want to use AI tools out there to generate stuff. So I am here on a website called Fal.ai, and if you don't know what's this website, it's a website where you can see a lot of AI tools and models and just use them to generate stuff. The first example I have over here is this model, which is called Juggernaut Flux, and there's like the pro version, the base version. And to use this website Fal.ai, you have to charge your account with credits. And as you can see over here, I have $4.79 left in my account. But what happens over here is that I pay for every generation. So let's go to another website right now, which is this one. And this website is called Prompt Hero, and it's very simple. You just get prompts for that website, like people who use these prompts to generate images. So here's an example of this dragon and this artwork. So let me copy that, and this is the traditional way you use AI tools to generate images. Okay, so you just go choose your model and go on the prompt over here, delete everything that's written, paste whatever prompt you got, and then you can play with the settings a bit over here. The image size, if you want it square HD, square, portrait, or landscape. So let me try square HD. And these values over here, the seed, the non-inference steps, and the guidance scale, all that right now we're not gonna touch them at all because I don't want to teach them in this video, but later on I will. And then of course, this is pretty obvious, the number of images we want generated. But now I'm just gonna keep it at 1 and keep these settings like that and just click run. And this is the important thing over here. You're paying $0.055 or 55 cents for this image. Now you're going to be telling me this is nothing and it's very cheap. Why should I go build my own workflow? I'll tell you why this is not good. But first of all, let me generate this image. So click on run and let's see. Okay, it's going to take some time, and here you go. Here's our image, and this is it. Now, this image, if you're generating it for a specific purpose, for a client probably, or for your own social media, you're gonna keep iterating over and over again and clicking on run over again to get your image. And you can't customize that image at all in Fal.ai. Or you can use other models to do that, but using that model Juggernaut, you can't nail the artwork that you want. Like imagine if I want this same style, the dragon over that castle, the fire, and that guy over here coming out of that castle. I can't get that using just Fal.ai like that. This is why we use something else, which is a ComfyUI workflow that we're going to be doing today in this video, and show you how we can generate this image for free without paying $0.055 or 55 cents, and we can iterate as much as possible and try as much as possible without paying anything. Because if you want to try here several times, trust me guys, from someone who've used Fal.ai for a long while, you're gonna get drained. Your money over here, you're gonna see them vanish in no time, and you're gonna keep buying credits, and it becomes like gambling. You're gonna always say, okay, the next time I generate, it's gonna be my image, and then you keep on going until your money is flushed away. This is why let's jump in right now and try ComfyUI for you guys. Alright, so first of all, you're gonna need to install ComfyUI. I'm not gonna go through that, but once you're done installing ComfyUI, we're gonna need to do a couple of steps over here. So first of all, get that done, and as you can see on the screen right now, I have a zip file that I unzipped and I got this folder. And then to run ComfyUI, I just need to double click on this one, run NVIDIA GPU.bat. And once I click on that, a terminal is going to be opening, and then ComfyUI is going to be opening in my browser. And after it loads, all I need to do is use it and start building my own workflow. So as you can see, it detected my graphics card, which is NVIDIA GeForce RTX 360. And to tell you from now, guys, if you want the best performance with ComfyUI, you're going to need a good graphics card, okay? But today, to do that workflow, you don't need one that's really like prime one. You just need a simple graphics card, because we're going to be getting Juggernaut, which is a open source model, and we're going to be plugging it into ComfyUI to get the same model but for free instead of paying 55 cents for that image. So as you can see over here, ComfyUI just opened in my own browser, and I have here a default workflow. Now at first your ComfyUI will be completely empty, but this workflow, if you want to get it, you can get it for free using the ComfyUI default workflows. But let me first explain to you what's happening over here and what are these. These are nodes, and we're going to be using these nodes to generate our image, and you got here the prompt. So imagine your Juggernaut Flux over here, okay? In the background, there is this workflow happening. But of course, you don't see it because they made it in the fancy way over here and they're letting you pay to do that. But keep in mind, guys, using ComfyUI, I'm generating that image using my own graphics card. This is the downside over here. You are really dependent on your own graphics card and your own capabilities, okay? But over here, you're using like a cloud GPU, okay? You're using their servers, and you're gonna get the image instantly. So it might be a compromise on the speed, okay? But don't worry, guys, we're gonna be doing a big series on this channel teaching you ComfyUI and how you can just rent a cloud GPU if your GPU isn't good to do these like steps and these workflows. But for now, let me teach you how you can get this workflow. Then I'm gonna explain in a very simple way what are these nodes and how we can generate the same image or like using the same prompt using this workflow. So first of all, to get this workflow, you need to click on that plus over here, create a new blank workflow. After that, you're gonna need to get the workflow that's by default provided by ComfyUI. This is why to do that, go on the settings over here and on the menu, just disable it for now. Disable that and you're gonna get a small menu here on the right and you're gonna see load default. Just click on that and click OK. And as you can see, your workflow is ready. After you've done that, just play with these a bit just for them to be in a better way, okay? And you can just go back here and just position your menu again to top. Okay, now once you have that workflow, you can of course save it and name it. Just name it default workflow like I have over here. But let me explain to you now what's gonna happen right now. So we have one node which is called load checkpoint. And over here you can see that I have Juggernaut XL Ragnarok by .savetensors, okay? So this is the model we're using to generate the image that we're gonna be doing over here. So imagine that model here on Fal.ai. You need to download that model and plug it directly to your ComfyUI dashboard. Now, to download that model, I'm gonna have a link for you in the description down below. Go to that link, which is this one, and all you have to do is click on download over here. Once it's downloaded, it's gonna be a big file around 6.6 gigabytes. You're gonna need to put it inside ComfyUI. So wait for it until it downloads, and then you're gonna need to put it in a specific folder inside your ComfyUI file base. Once you have it downloaded, all you have to do is put it inside this folder. Go to ComfyUI and then to models and then to checkpoints. And as you can see, I already have it over here, which is Juggernaut XL Ragnarok by .savetensors. Once you have it over here, go back to your browser to ComfyUI, just refresh like that or reload the site, and then your model is gonna be loaded inside load checkpoint. If it's not there, just click on it and click like I'm doing right now, Juggernaut XL. And right now you have your model ready. Now let's move to explain the two other prompt boxes as you can see over here. This prompt box is called a positive node. This one is called a negative node. So here you have to include everything you want to be generated in the image. But in the negative prompt, you have to include everything that you don't want to be in your final output. So as you can see, I have here a sample text, but what we need to put over here is our prompt from here, or the one you copy pasted from Prompt Hero, or your own prompt that you composed. Anyways, let's go back. I'm just gonna put it here. And for the negative, I'm just gonna keep text watermark. So I'm just telling the model, please don't put a watermark and don't write anything on the image. Now, there's a node over here called latent, and this one, you modify the width and the height. So I'm just gonna modify it to be 124 of width and also 1024, sorry guys. 1024 of height, and for the batch size it's gonna be 1. So I only want one image of this square size. And as you can see, all the nodes are connecting to this big node, which is called K sampler. So we have our model, which is Juggernaut. We have our positive prompt, our negative prompt, our latent image, which is down there. And we have something else, which is called the VAE, that's connected not to this card, but to this node, VAE decode. So what's happening over here is that every, you can say, model has its own VAE. So the model, once it prints the image, it's going to get us some code, and then the VAE will decrypt that code to get us the full image over here. Now, for the seed and all that stuff over here, I'm not going to go through them right now. It's going to be in another video explaining technical things about ComfyUI. But right now, we're ready to go. All I have to do is click on Run. So let's do it. Right. So if I click on that also, I can see what's happening down there in the console. And right now, ComfyUI is going to take a bit of time because it's my first try on this session, you can say, to go over this workflow and print my image. And of course, I'm not going to pay anything over here. I'm not charging any credits and not paying anything. It's completely for free. All I have to do is wait for this workflow to pass through. And also my graphics card is going to tell me how much time it needs, because if I have a not good graphics card, it's gonna take some time, not a lot depending, but if I have a fast graphics card, it's gonna take around probably 30 seconds for it to generate my image. But always on the first time, as you can see up there, load checkpoint, because it's loading Juggernaut. And the second try, it's going to be faster, and I'm going to show you also. We're going to generate 2 images. But for now, let's wait for this workflow to complete. All right, as you can see, the workflow is now running and it hit the K sampler. You can see over here, and right now it's composing the image. Look at the K sampler, it's drawing the image. And we're going to have the output done in this box or this node. Okay. Decoding right now, and here's the image. You can also enlarge that node so you can see the image. I can just right click and click on open image, and you're going to see the final output. Compare it to the one generated by Juggernaut Pro. Okay, now if you switch to base, it's going to be a lower version of Juggernaut. Okay, and here's our image, and here's of course the prime image here, but they're using obviously another model. And the more we have better models, the better we're gonna have outputs and images. But right now, this is the simplest workflow you can do with ComfyUI. So what I can do right now also is generate another one. So I'm just gonna click on run again, and as you can see, run, okay, and it's hitting the K sampler directly. It didn't load the checkpoint because it already done that before. So it hit the K sampler, and right now it's gonna decode and get me a new image, and of course without paying anything. And here you go, this is another image, open image, and here you have it. So this is how you can use this workflow on ComfyUI to generate images without paying anything and without using any AI tool. Now, as I told you, this is a very simple workflow. The next video, we're gonna go even deeper, do better stuff. This workflow, it can go to multiple nodes and hundreds of nodes, even a lot of stuff. This is very huge world, and we're going to be diving into it step by step on this channel. You can find all the resources and all the links we used, and also a tutorial on how you can set up ComfyUI and download it in the description down below. So go check it out, and also please give me a like, guys, if you enjoyed this video. If you found this video new to you or this word is new to you, give me a like and also a subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos about ComfyUI and how we can use this to even make money and sell stuff to clients. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.